Your body feels heavy, your drive fades, and when the moment calls, nothing happens. It's like your energy, your confidence, even your manhood itself have quietly slipped away. You might think that's just the price of turning 60, but what if it isn't? If your stamina can't keep up and your muscles no longer respond, it may not be your age holding you back. It could be something far simpler, because when key vitamins fall short, everything from your circulation to your testosterone can collapse like a house of cards. I'm Dr. Sarah, and after 20 years of helping men restore their vitality, what I've discovered could completely change your approach to your health. Subscribe now, because this research-backed information often doesn't make it into standard medical advice. In the next few minutes, I'll share 3 essential vitamins every man over 60 must know about. And I'm also going to reveal a dangerous mistake most men make that sabotages their efforts. The science behind this is fascinating and could make a real difference for you starting tonight. Now, when I first started working with men your age 20 years ago, I noticed a pattern that troubled me deeply. Robert walked into my office at 67, shoulders slightly hunched, moving more slowly than a man his age should. He'd been married to Helen for 42 years, worked as a retired firefighter, and had always prided himself on his strength and vitality. "Dr. Sarah," he said, settling carefully into the chair across from my desk, "I feel like my body is betraying me. I wake up tired. I can barely make it through my woodworking projects without feeling drained. And Helen, well, let's just say things aren't what they used to be." Robert's story isn't unique. In fact, it's heartbreakingly common. What surprised me, though, was what we discovered when I coordinated with his doctor to run comprehensive nutrient panels. Robert wasn't just aging, he was starving at the cellular level. Working closely with his medical team, we identified 3 critical deficiencies that were essentially stealing his vitality. Within 8 weeks of addressing these gaps with his doctor's full knowledge and support, Robert called me with excitement I hadn't heard in his voice since our first meeting. "Dr. Sarah, I finished a full day in my workshop yesterday and still had energy to take Helen out for dinner. I haven't felt this good in years." Let me share with you exactly what we discovered, because the research behind this approach could change everything for you, starting tonight. The first vitamin that transformed Robert's life and continues to amaze me with its power is one you probably think you know everything about. But here's what most people don't realize about vitamin C. It's not just about preventing colds. For men over 60, vitamin C becomes your circulation system's best friend. Think of your blood vessels like a garden hose that's been in use for 60+ years. Over time, the inner walls, what we call the endothelium, can become less flexible, less responsive. This is completely normal aging, but it affects everything from your energy levels to your physical performance. Here's where vitamin C works its magic. Your body uses it to produce something called nitric oxide, which acts like a gentle signal telling your blood vessels to relax and open wider. When I work with patients and their doctors, we often see this reflected in better circulation, more energy, and improved physical response. The research supporting this is remarkable. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed people your age who took 500 milligrams of vitamin C daily. After just 8 weeks, their blood vessel function improved by 25%. That's not just a number that translates to better blood flow to every part of your body. Robert noticed the difference within 3 weeks. "It's hard to describe," he told me during a follow-up call, "but I feel more alive somehow, like my body is working with me instead of against me." But here's what makes this even more powerful, and this is where many men make their first crucial mistake. Not all vitamin C is created equal. Robert had been taking a basic vitamin C tablet from the grocery store for months with no results. The problem? His body wasn't actually absorbing it effectively. I always recommend to my patients, with their doctor's knowledge, that they choose vitamin C in the form of magnesium ascorbate or sodium ascorbate. These forms are gentler on your stomach and much more readily absorbed. Take it with a small amount of food, and your body can actually use what you're giving it. The timing matters too. Your body can only absorb about 500 milligrams at once, so if you're taking 1,000 milligrams daily, which is what I often discuss with patients and their doctors, split it into 2 doses, one with breakfast, one with dinner. This steady supply gives your circulation system consistent support throughout the day. Now, while vitamin C was restoring Robert's energy, there was still something missing from his vitality equation. That brings us to the second essential vitamin. And this one might surprise you because it's often overlooked in standard wellness conversations. Let me tell you about Michael, a 63-year-old former accountant who came to me after his wife noticed he just wasn't himself anymore. "I feel like I'm living in fog," Michael explained. "My energy is gone, my confidence has disappeared, and I'm starting to wonder if this is just what getting older means." Michael's doctor was already monitoring his overall health beautifully, but when we looked deeper at his micronutrient status, we discovered something crucial. His zinc levels were sitting right at the bottom of the normal range. For a man over 60, that's often not enough. Here's why zinc is absolutely essential for men your age. It's directly involved in testosterone production. Think of zinc like oil in a car engine. Without enough oil, even the most powerful engine will start to sputter and lose performance. Your body's hormone production works similarly. As we age, our ability to absorb zinc from food naturally decreases. At the same time, our need for it may actually increase due to the natural changes in hormone production that happen after 60. Research from the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology shows that men with low normal zinc levels who supplement appropriately can see testosterone improvements of 8 to 12%. For Michael, working with his doctor to address his zinc deficiency made a remarkable difference. Within 6 weeks, he reported feeling more like his old self. "It's like someone turned the lights back on," he told me. "I'm waking up with energy, I'm more engaged with my wife, and I feel confident again." The key with zinc supplementation is choosing the right form and dosage. I work with patients and their doctors to find what works best for their individual situation. But generally, zinc gluconate or zinc picolinate are the most easily absorbed forms. Most men do well with 15 to 30 milligrams daily, taken with food to prevent stomach upset. Here's a critical point about zinc that could save you from weeks of frustration. Never take it with calcium supplements or dairy products. Calcium interferes with zinc absorption, so if you're taking a calcium supplement, separate them by at least 2 hours. This simple timing adjustment can make the difference between success and disappointment. Michael also learned about zinc's relationship with copper in the body. High doses of zinc can interfere with copper absorption over time, which is why working with your medical team ensures you're getting the benefits while maintaining proper mineral balance. Your doctor knows your complete health picture best, but even with improved circulation from vitamin C and better hormone support from zinc, there was still one piece missing from the vitality puzzle. This third vitamin is what I call the master regulator, and it's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. This is where David's story becomes relevant. David, 65, a retired electrician, came to me in frustration. "Dr. Sarah, I'm doing everything right. I'm taking vitamins, I'm trying to eat well, I'm even walking every day. But I still wake up feeling like I haven't slept. My muscles cramp up at night, and I just don't have the stamina I should have." David's experience is incredibly common, and it points to something that's often overlooked. Magnesium deficiency. Working with David's doctor, we discovered his magnesium levels were suboptimal, which explained so much of what he was experiencing. Here's why magnesium is crucial for men over 60. It's essential for muscle function, energy production, and quality sleep. Think of magnesium as your body's natural relaxation mineral. It helps your muscles contract and relax properly, supports the cellular processes that create energy, and promotes the deep, restorative sleep your body needs to repair and regenerate. Research published in the journal Nutrients followed people David's age who supplemented with 350 milligrams of magnesium citrate daily. After 12 weeks, their sleep quality scores improved by 19%, and they reported significantly fewer muscle cramps and better overall energy levels. For David, the transformation was remarkable. "Within 2 weeks, I was sleeping through the night without cramps," he told me, "and after a month, I had energy I hadn't felt in years. My wife says I'm like a different person. The type of magnesium you choose makes an enormous difference." David had tried magnesium oxide from the pharmacy with no success. That's because magnesium oxide is poorly absorbed and often causes digestive upset. I work with patients and their doctors to identify forms like magnesium citrate, glycinate or malate forms that your body can actually use effectively. Timing matters with magnesium too. Since it has natural relaxation properties, many people find taking it in the evening helps with both muscle recovery and sleep quality. David takes his magnesium citrate about an hour before bedtime, and it's become a cornerstone of his nightly routine. Here's something important to understand about magnesium that could prevent problems down the line. If you have kidney issues, magnesium supplementation requires careful medical supervision. This is exactly why I always encourage patients to work with their healthcare providers. Your doctor understands your complete medical history and can guide you safely. Now, here's where this gets truly exciting, and it's something that continues to amaze me after 2 decades of working with patients. When you combine these 3 vitamins properly, the results aren't just additive, they're synergistic. 1 plus 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 3, it equals something much more powerful. Think of it like a 3-piece band. Each musician is talented individually, but when they play together in harmony, they create something beautiful that none could achieve alone. Your body's systems work the same way. A fascinating study from King's College London looked at exactly this combination in people over 65. They compared those taking vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium together against those taking a placebo. After 12 weeks, the combination group showed 15% better physical energy and 10% improved cognitive function compared to the placebo group. But the real-world results I see in my practice are even more compelling. When Robert, Michael, and David each had addressed their individual deficiencies, they all reported similar improvements: better energy, improved sleep, enhanced physical performance, and renewed confidence. "It's like getting my body back," Robert told me during one of our follow-up calls. "Helen and I went hiking last weekend, something we haven't done in 3 years. I kept up just fine and wasn't exhausted afterward." This synergistic effect happens because these vitamins support interconnected systems in your body. Vitamin C enhances circulation, which helps deliver nutrients more effectively. Zinc supports hormone production, which affects energy and muscle function. Magnesium enables proper muscle function and recovery, which supports your body's ability to stay active and strong. The research also shows us that certain natural compounds can provide additional support. Studies from Harvard indicate that pomegranate and ginger may also support circulation health when used as part of a comprehensive approach. While I primarily focus on the 3 essential vitamins we've discussed, some patients find these natural additions helpful when used with their doctor's knowledge. But here's where many men sabotage their own success, and I want to make sure you avoid this costly mistake. Last month, Charles, a 69-year-old retired postal worker, came to me frustrated and ready to give up on supplements entirely. "Dr. Sarah, I tried everything you talked about in your previous content. I bought vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium. I took them religiously for 6 weeks. Nothing happened. I think this stuff just doesn't work for me." When I looked at what Charles had purchased, the problem was immediately clear. He'd bought the cheapest versions of each vitamin from a big box store. His vitamin C was basic ascorbic acid that was hard on his stomach. His zinc was zinc oxide, which is poorly absorbed. His magnesium was magnesium oxide, which often passes right through your system without being utilized. Charles had made the most common mistake I see, assuming all vitamins are created equal. The form matters tremendously. Your body can only use what it can actually absorb. Working with Charles and his doctor, we switched him to the more bioavailable forms we've discussed. Within 4 weeks, Charles was experiencing the energy and vitality improvements he'd been hoping for all along. "I wish I'd known about the different forms from the beginning," Charles told me. "I wasted 2 months and nearly gave up on something that actually works." The second mistake I see regularly relates to timing. James, a 66-year-old grandfather of 4, was taking all 3 vitamins together with his morning coffee on an empty stomach. He was experiencing stomach upset and not getting the full benefits. Here's the optimal approach I discuss with patients and their doctors. Take vitamin C with meals to enhance absorption and reduce stomach irritation. Take zinc with food but away from calcium. Take magnesium in the evening to support sleep and muscle recovery. This spacing allows each vitamin to be absorbed properly without interfering with the others. Some of you might be wondering about people with special circumstances. I received a thoughtful question from Richard, who works night shifts. "Doctor, Sarah, what's the timing for someone like me who works nights? I really appreciate you going out of your way to help men like us. Richard's question highlights something important. These principles apply regardless of your schedule, but the timing needs to be adjusted to your life. For night shift workers, I work with their doctors to create modified schedules. The key is consistency and working with your body's natural rhythms, whatever those might be for your situation. For Richard, we adjusted his schedule so he takes vitamin C with his 2 main meals, zinc with his largest meal of the day, and magnesium about an hour before his main sleep period, whenever that occurs. The principles remain the same, only the clock times change. Another question I often address comes from men taking multiple medications. Frank, a 71-year-old retired teacher, asked about potential interactions with his blood pressure and cholesterol medications. This is exactly why working with your healthcare provider is so important. Frank's doctor was able to review his complete medication list and ensure proper spacing between his prescriptions and supplements. In some cases, certain medications may affect how vitamins are absorbed or metabolized. Your doctor understands these interactions and can guide you appropriately. The good news is that for most men, these 3 vitamins are well tolerated and can be safely used alongside most medications when properly supervised. Frank has been successfully using this approach for over a year now, with his doctor's continued monitoring and approval. Let me address one more common concern. Thomas, a 68-year-old former engineer, was worried about taking too many pills. He'd been prescribed several medications by his doctor and was reluctant to add supplements. Dr. Sarah, I'm already taking 4 medications. I don't want to become a walking pharmacy. I understand Thomas's concern completely. This is why I always emphasize quality over quantity. Rather than taking multiple different supplements with questionable benefits, focusing on these 3 well-researched essential vitamins provides targeted support where men over 60 need it most. Thomas worked with his doctor to find a high-quality combination supplement that included all 3 vitamins in their proper forms and dosages. This reduced his pill burden while ensuring he got the benefits he was looking for. 6 months later, Thomas reports feeling more energetic and vital than he has in years. Speaking of quality, let me share some guidance on what to look for when choosing supplements. This information could save you both money and disappointment. First, look for third-party testing. Reputable supplement companies will have their products tested by independent laboratories to verify purity and potency. This information should be readily available on their website or product packaging. Second, check the forms of each vitamin. We've discussed this, but it's worth repeating. Vitamin C as magnesium ascorbate or sodium ascorbate, zinc as gluconate or picolinate, magnesium as citrate, glycinate or malate. These forms are more bioavailable than their oxide counterparts. Third, consider the manufacturing standards. Look for supplements manufactured in FDA-registered facilities following good manufacturing practices (GMP). This ensures quality control throughout the production process. I'd love to hear about your experience with vitamin supplementation. Have you found approaches that work well alongside your medical care? Share your story in the comments. Your experiences help other men in our community learn what might work for them too. Fourth, be wary of unrealistic claims. If a supplement promises overnight transformations or claims to cure diseases, that's a red flag. The vitamins we've discussed work by supporting your body's natural processes over time. Real benefits develop gradually and sustainably. Now, let's talk about what you can realistically expect when you implement this approach properly. Setting proper expectations is crucial for long-term success. In the first week, many men notice improved sleep quality, especially if they were deficient in magnesium. This improved sleep often leads to feeling more rested upon waking. By the 2nd to 3rd week, energy levels typically begin to stabilize and improve. This is when the combination of better circulation, improved nutrient absorption, and better recovery starts to create noticeable changes. Within 4 to 6 weeks, most men report feeling significantly more vital and energetic. Physical performance often improves, and many men notice enhanced mood and confidence. The full benefits typically develop over 2 to 3 months, as your body's nutrient stores are replenished and your systems find their new optimal balance. Remember, everyone's timeline is different. Some men notice changes sooner, others take longer. Both are completely normal. Your individual health status, starting nutrient levels, absorption capacity, and overall lifestyle all influence how quickly you'll see results. What questions would you ask your doctor about adding these essential vitamins to your routine? Comment below your questions. Help me create better content that addresses the real concerns our community faces. It's also important to understand that these vitamins work best as part of a comprehensive approach to health. They're not magic bullets, but rather tools that support your body's natural ability to maintain vitality and strength. Regular physical activity remains crucial. Even light exercise like walking enhances circulation and helps your body utilize nutrients more effectively. The vitamins we've discussed can help give you the energy to stay active, and staying active helps the vitamins work more effectively. Adequate hydration supports every system in your body, including nutrient absorption and circulation. Aim for 8 glasses of water daily, more if you're active or live in a hot climate. Quality sleep allows your body to repair and regenerate. The magnesium we discussed can help improve sleep quality, but good sleep hygiene, consistent bedtime, cool dark room, limited screens before bed remains important. Stress management also plays a role. Chronic stress depletes nutrients and affects hormone production. Whether through meditation, hobbies, time with family, or other relaxation techniques, managing stress supports your overall vitality. A balanced diet rich in whole foods provides the foundation for good health. Supplements. Supplement a good diet, they don't replace it. Focus on vegetables, lean proteins, healthy fats, and whole grains as your nutritional foundation. Let me share one more patient story that illustrates how these elements work together. William, a 72-year-old retired firefighter and grandfather of 5, came to me feeling defeated. "Dr. Sarah, I've been trying everything," William said. "I bought expensive supplements. I changed my diet. I joined a gym, but I still feel old and tired. My wife says I should just accept it's my age, but I'm not ready to give up." Working with William's doctor, we discovered he was actually doing many things right, but he wasn't doing them consistently or in the right combination. He was taking high-quality vitamins, but not at optimal times. He was exercising, but not recovering properly. He was eating well during the week, but abandoning his healthy habits on weekends. Together with his medical team, we created a comprehensive but simple plan. The 3 essential vitamins taken at optimal times: consistent, moderate exercise, proper hydration, and steady sleep schedule. Nothing dramatic, just consistency with the fundamentals. 6 months later, William is like a different man. "I have more energy now than I did 10 years ago," he told me recently. "I'm keeping up with my grandchildren. I'm more present with my wife, and I feel like myself again." William's transformation reminds me why I'm passionate about this work. When men your age have the right information and support, remarkable things become possible. As we conclude our time together today, I want to emphasize something crucial. You have more control over how you age than you might believe. The fatigue, the loss of vitality, the feeling that your body is betraying you, these aren't inevitable consequences of turning 60. Often, they're signs that your body needs specific support to function optimally. The 3 vitamins we've discussed, vitamin C for circulation, zinc for hormone support, and magnesium for muscle function and recovery, form a powerful foundation for maintaining and restoring vitality. When combined properly and used consistently, they can help you feel more like the man you've always been. Remember, this information is designed to complement, not replace, your relationship with your healthcare provider. Your doctor knows your individual health situation best and can guide you safely as you implement these strategies. The research is clear, the real-world results speak for themselves, and the potential for improvement is significant. Whether you're dealing with fatigue, declining physical performance, poor sleep, or just a general sense that something isn't right, addressing these fundamental nutritional needs could be the key to unlocking your body's natural vitality. Take action with confidence, but take action wisely. Work with your medical team. Choose high-quality supplements in their most bioavailable forms. Time them properly, and give your body the consistent support it needs to thrive. Your vitality isn't lost, it's waiting to be reclaimed. And now you have the knowledge and tools to begin that reclamation starting tonight. If this evidence-based approach resonates with you, please subscribe for more practical wellness education that honors your relationship with your healthcare provider. Share this with someone who values both natural wellness and medical expertise. Together, we can help more men over 60 discover that their best years don't have to be behind them. The science is on your side, the tools are available, and the potential for transformation is real. Your journey back to vitality begins now.